Hey everybody, welcome to the Closers Gambling Channel. This is Casey's Corner. This channel, let me first by saying, this channel is intended for not to necessarily promote gambling, but this channel is intended to give you methods and give people sort of the upper hand, even though the casino, the house so is said, the house wins. In this whole thing, I've spent my whole life around casinos. I'm gonna give you the knowledge that I've learned over these. I can't tell you. I even have a roulette wheel here. It's amazing. It's actually to weight and everything. It's European roulette, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, so every statistic that I'm gonna say, I even have the chips here for you guys. I thought you guys might like those. I actually have a roulette board here as well. Now, roulette consists of 36 numbers, but we'll get to that. I've been all over the East Coast with gambling. I've gone everywhere from Maine all the way down to Providence to the Pavilion, all the way to Vegas, all the way to Mexico and back. I can't tell you. One of the most lucrative games, other than craps, um, actually maybe even similar to craps, would be this game right here. This game, roulette, is something amazing. This game is so easy when it is simplified. Now, here's the thing. There's two types of players, okay? There's two types. There's the gentleman that goes into the casino with his wife or spouse because he just wants to take some chips, some $1 chips and throw them on some numbers and do that. And he wants to have fun and, maybe they hit, maybe they make some money, maybe they don't. But then you got other people that I hang out with, people that I know personally, who make a living on gambling, whether it is Texas Hold'em, whether it is poker, anything. So what I want to do here is on this channel, I want to not only do the scratch offs and do the fun stuff, but I really want people to pay attention and when things are simplified. So let me get into this. I want to give you a little backstory. That way you understand kind of where I'm coming from and why I'm making this channel. I quit a $20 an hour job back in 2014. Now, back then, that was a very good amount of money. It was a good amount of money. They told me that, nope, this was not an option, that it was not possible for somebody to do gambling full time, even though I had known at that time that people do it, millions of people do it. It's just very unorthodox and people don't like it. So, with that being said, I dove right in, and truth be told, I've made over $250,000 in my lifetime. I've made over $250,000 gambling. I now have houses, properties. I mean, you name it. So basically, what I want to do with these is I want to help people, and I want to share, and I just want to do some things that and show people what I have done personally, and I want to make it so you understand that there's free money out there. There is free money. It is free money. It just might as well be free money. They say nothing's ever free, but let me tell you, this game has bought me a lot of free things. So with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so what I do, the first method that I will teach is I'm going to teach you the spiderweb method. The spiderweb method is designed to cover the most percent of the board, okay, and now you'll see this throughout everything. I always cover my zeros, no matter what. Before that, I apologize. The roulette board consists of 36 numbers. It has 3 rows that pay 2 to 1, which is claimed as the outside. Inside, outside. Roulette consists of 36 numbers, 3 rows, which pay 2 to 1, which is referred to as the outside. Now, inside, outside numbers are considered inside. They pay 35 to 1, and you can also split the numbers kind of which any way you want, which will pay out either 2 to 1 or 17 to 1 on a split, so and so. These pay 2 to 1. You have what's called the third 12. As you can see, 36 numbers. They're split into 3 categories. Okay, and then you have your zeros. You also have what's called 1 to 18. Now, these are allegedly what they like to call 50-50 bets. Odd, even, okay? Odd, even, 19 through 36, or 1 through 18. They all mean the same thing, but it's not a 50-50 bet, and I'll tell you why it's not. That does not make it 50-50. There is a double zero and a zero on every board, okay? Now, they are hit at a good rate, so you have a good chance of hitting a zero, and the zero will be my honeypot. Now, let's get into the method, okay? Now, as you can remember, I said 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. I love how I can show you guys visually, and I'll keep that through every channel. I will visually show you what I'm talking about. I won't just say it to you. I will show you, and that's what I intend to do with this. So, this is where I'm at. Spiderweb, okay? Now let's say that you walk into a casino and your first instinct, a casino is there to overwhelm you. It is there to make you kind of go nuts, and it's very bright, and it makes your mind, it's supposed to do that. It's designed to do that. I don't know how many times I've heard that. I don't know how many times. It is meant to wear you down, and they serve plenty of alcohol at every one. Anybody who's been to one, I don't have to tell you. It's a grown man's playground, and it treated properly can be one of the most lucrative, amazing jobs, actual jobs that there is. So with that being said, oh, also your colors, I apologize, I forgot to say those. Now, spiderweb method. Now, let's go over to the wheel, okay? Now, let's say that we spun this wheel and it hit 25, which is the third 12. I'm talking about the third 12 here, guys, right here. The third 12, okay? The third 12, it hit 25 or over, okay? Now, the reason I'm not spinning it right now is because it just did that. And the reason why I'm recording this right now is because it just did that. Now, the likelihood after 3 spins of 25 or over, you have an 86% chance of hitting 24 or lower, because it's not in this third 12. The possibility of them hitting this third 12 is, I think, maybe 13%, even 12 point something percent. You cover everything from here. So basically, on the spiderweb method, you spiderweb them. You get them all the whole board. And how do you do that? Well, you got to get chips. So, dealer, I need to buy in for 100. These are prearranged $5 chips for 100. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to buy in for 2. I think 2 is a better number, and I think 2 is more realistic for the game of roulette, because people. So, instantly, now, with the spiderweb method, you have to go after you see those three numbers. After you see those three numbers above this 25, I want you to jump on that table, ask for your chips, put your money down, ask for your chips, okay? And I want you to take those chips and let's say 200. I want you to go 75 on the second 12. Okay, so we have 75 in the second 12. Hold on, I apologize. Let me count this out here. I'm usually a lot quicker than this. I apologize. Anyways, so we have 75 in the first 12. Okay, and we have 75 in the second 12. And then what we're going to do with these is we're going to put $25 right there. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to put 2 on each 0. And now that leaves us with 10, 20, $30. With that $30, I would like you to take it and go like this. Okay? And what that does is that protects every number in the first 12. What you're doing there, that would be considered a split, okay? That pays 17 to 1, which is $85 in this game. 35 to 1 odds, split down to 17 to 1, $5 chips. Now, let's say they totally miss everything and they hit a 0. $350 they'll be paying us, 35 to 1. And there's $10. There's 2 chips. 75, it pays 2 to 1. You would get 3. 75 times 3 is 225. You automatically make $25. Automatically. Same goes for this. Now remember the odds I said in the beginning. These guys, they only have a 12% chance. In my whole career playing this game, I think I've maybe seen it once or twice. And then I just went back with double what I did, and I ended up getting it. And then the possibility after that becomes so low that it literally is free money. And I've had it hit zeros with $100 on there. The method I'm showing you, I do with little money, but I usually, me personally, somebody who has money, they tend to do it with more money, so it makes more money. Like it just goes with the saying, takes money to make money. Okay, so now is the fun part. Okay, we just put our stuff down. I just put it down. So no matter what, we're making money if it hits 24 or lower. They got a 12% chance. Let's see if they can make that 12% chance, okay? Let's see if they can do that. There it goes. And the number is lucky 12. So, all right. Now let's see what we have here, guys. This is literally free money. I'm literally telling you guys how to make free money. Hold on. So I'm paid out. The dealer pays. Nice hit, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh, dealer also owes you $85. So let me count that out. There you are, sir. Very nice hit. Very nice hit. Very nice hit. Thank you. Marker off. There you go. Now, will that happen every time? No, that will not. That will not happen every time. But the thing is that with that spider web method, The point of roulette, people who do this for a job understand one thing, that this game is not made to sit at a table. Now, you can easily kill 3, 4, 5 hours sitting playing this game, just like you could playing poker. Okay, that's why this game is so lucrative. People bet anywhere. Now in this game, you can bet anything from 12 cents all the way up to $12 million. I mean, guys, this game is so lucrative. That spider web method works both ways. Okay, it works both ways. So if it hits 3 times in the first 12, where are we going to go with our chips? We're going to go with 75 here, 75 here on the third 12, and then we're going to go with 25, 25. And or I apologize. I apologize, sir. I apologize. Oh my God. Okay, and then your 10 and your 10, and then you would place the other chips accordingly, however you would like. Those are kind of your free chips, I would say, to play what you want. Now, I actually have a part two to this. The part two being, if you want to make more money, let's say that you don't have the 15 grand that it take, or you don't have the $1,000 it takes to put on, these first and second 12 to make a lot of money to do that. Okay, so I'm going to give you a part two to this that you can do with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that it just hit. What we're going to do is it just hit 3 times again. So I did this again. I spun it until I hit 3 times. I spun it and spun it and spun it until I hit 3 times, and here I am back with you guys. It just hit 25, it hit 32, and then it hit Larry Bird, number 33, okay? Yes, we are in Boston. Anyways, so with that being said, it hit those numbers. After hitting those numbers, I'm back with you guys. Now, part two to this move is, let me get my chips here. I can get my chips here, then I can kind of, you got to get buy in for my 200, okay? All right, I got my 200. See? Beautiful. Got my 200, got my wheel. Okay. So, there's a part two to this, all right? Now, with your $200, most tables have a minimum and they have a maximum. Most minimums are 10 all the way up to 25, all the way up to 50. High rolling tables, meaning $100 to $200. Now, we are going to say that this one is $25. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So we're going to go with, we have two. Now remember, we bought in for 200. So we're going to put 45 on these 2 rows. Okay? We're going to put 45 on those 2 rows. We're also going to put 45 on these 2 rows. Okay? So now, if you win, they only have 4. There's no possible way that you are going to lose. This is just another element to add to your spider web to gain money. Think of it like this. Now, no matter what, I want you to cover these. This is one of the most things I have to say it to people because it's so important. You need to cover your zeros. I promise you, those will be your honeypot. You will not work again. Those will be your best friend because when it does hit, it's like it's just raining on you, man. I mean, like I said, I've had 100 on those before. It was beautiful. So, anyways, what I'm saying is it works both ways, but this is another element to add to the already, the already set up spider web that you have got them. So on this bet, on any spider web bet, you have you would have 26 of 36 numbers without the secondary. With the secondary, I think they only have 4 outs. Yep, I'm correct. I know too much. So they only have 4 numbers that they've already hit, and those 4 numbers, ladies and gentlemen, are numbers they've already hit. So to be exact and to give you odds, how are these odds? I have been, okay, where I've taken these chips that are worth $100 at the casino and I've stacked them higher than you could $1,000 chips on what I just showed you. Not one time had it failed me. And as I said before in the beginning of this video, if it did fail me, I just doubled up on my investment. That is another thing I'm going to say about this game. If you do that spiderweb method and they're 12%, which only twice in my career, if it does, whatever you put down, you need to be prepared to back it up because it goes from 12 all the way down to 4. I already looked it up for you guys because I'm that good, and it goes down to 4%. Now, they don't want you to know this. There's also slot machines on there. We will get to slot machines at a different time, just like we will get to poker, scratch offs, everything. I make money every way. Gambling is a blessing. It's a blessing, especially people think that gambling is lucky, that the word to gamble something means to throw something away or to oh, maybe I will or maybe I won't. That's not true. Gambling, there is a statistical and there are odds. And if you bend those odds, you can put the odds in your favor. And there's odds to this. And you would think this is absolutely random, but there are ways for you to up your chances in certain games, and you gotta look for the ultimate goal of the roulette game. The ultimate goal of this game is to have your chips in the right place at the right time. Now think about that. Right place at the right time. It's not meant for you to sit here and play around with and lose all the money you worked hard for all week. That's not what it's made for. Another part, the ending to this that I did to the spider web method. After you do this method and you receive whatever you receive, in this case, we already spun this and we won, I believe it was, I didn't do the exact count, but I believe it was $350. Actually, $365. I apologize. Just did the numbers for you, recalculated. $365. So, and it hit our lucky number 12 here. Okay, it hit the Tom Brady. So, gotta love that. Gotta love Tom Brady. It's one of my favorite numbers. Now, to give you further knowledge, now I'm sure the people at the casino aren't gonna like this, but you can do this. Now, I want you to picture me and why this method could become so lucrative. If you sit there and get $25 every time you do it, don't deter yourself. That is good money. Any money is good money. it doesn't matter. And if you get, so for instance, I want to show you. It's a lot easier for me to show you. Now, if I'm doing it with 1,000 and 1,000, okay, 1,000 and 1,000 with my zeros, it lands on number 18. I get 3,000. My payout would be $3,000. Yep. Okay. Now I just made $1,000. After every single spiderweb method, you walk away until you see that board hit 25 or up 3 times in a row. Stick to that method before you go to this. Don't even try this until you get that. But even if you're getting $25 a piece, you'll build up to the point where, okay, so for instance, when I go to the casino, I'll make a day out of it because it's gotten to that point. But I'll do my spiderweb method just as I showed you, but with 5,000. And then I've made it comfortable living for me and my family, and it's just very, very, very amazing. I'm very blessed and I'm very smart. I've crafted this over a 20-year period of gambling, and I mean, I just can't believe that it has gotten to where I have, and I'm God bless. But anyways, that is the spiderweb method. I'll have more methods for you guys that I'll release at a later time, but you saw it. You saw it right here on Casey's Corner. I mean, that's it. It doesn't. Do we need any more proof? Take it easy, everybody, and thank you for watching Casey's Corner.